And welcome to a new episode of the Movie Dawgs Show. Of course, here on the Movie Dawgs channel. Today, we're going to finally finish the countdown to the Batman by finally giving my long, over-delayed review of Matt Reeves' The Batman that starred Robert Patterson and Zoe Kravitz that came out earlier this year. And we're going to do a quick review and get a little bit into the little pet peeves I may have with the film and talk about the things I do like about the film. And always, folks, don't forget to support and subscribe to this channel by hitting the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and share throughout all of social media. Let's make the Movie Dawgs something to bark about. And, of course, our sponsor throughout this entire countdown to the Batman, Fresh in the Flesh Tattoo. They're finally reopened. Tony is back online, back on duty. And always remember, folks, Tattoo Tony, Tony Lloyd, ladies and gentlemen, rocks. All right, everybody, let's get on with the show. All right, folks, now we all know about the whole crazy hoopla that had gone on between the making of this film. The people were against it, people were for it, people were not even sure what the hell was going on. Originally, Ben Affleck's Batman was to be in this film, and it was a solo Batman DCEU film. Then, sadly, Affleck had to step down. Matt Reeves took over and rewrote the script to his specifications. And basically, we had another rebooted Batman in under 5 years or 6 years or something like that. This movie was in development for a while. Matt Reeves took his time. A lot of delays because of the pandemic. Just so much going on. Director, star, feuding. Some rumors had it that Robert Patterson was dating Zoe Kravitz, got her pregnant, blah, blah, blah. There was so much craziness going on with this film surrounding it, and so much, Warner Brothers they were again betting the farm for this film. And I kind of figured, Matt Reeves knows what he's doing. I have not seen the Planet of the Apes movies that he had done because I didn't like the one prior that he didn't have nothing to do with, but I'll eventually get around to him. But he, I'm going to say this right now. He delivered in spades. He gave a really good film with a great tone to it. The Nirvana song helped a lot. He gave us a very neo-Gotham. A very gritty, dark Gotham that, looked like downtown New York, or hell, even more or less downtown Tokyo. And he just, it felt good to see Batman stripped down some more. Now, I'm not going to say this was the best Batman film ever made. It's not, because Dark Knight will always be, until I said, this guy, Matt Reeves, has got 2 more films to make out of this trilogy. We'll see what happens after this film. There will be a sequel to this film, most definitely. But I do have to say, Matt Reeves gave us a great neo-detective story, noir. It just did well. And the narration, having Batman narrating the story itself, I loved that little touch. It gave us that sense of that detective noir feel. The supporting cast, I'm going to say it right now. Colin Farrell, I know he wasn't as the Penguin, wasn't in the film as much, and he shouldn't have been. But he stole the show. Colin Farrell did an amazing job. Now, this man should have been nominated Oscars multiple times, Those who know me, I always tell them that, Colin Farrell should have been nominated for Saving Mr. Banks, and he should be nominated for this. The actor playing Jeffrey, I think it's Jeffrey, right? I'm going to say, I'm probably saying it wrong. But anyway, the guy playing Commissioner Gordon, it's a developing character, and he has more room to grow. in the next film. And I did like Jeffrey Wright, I think his name is. But anyway, he did a great job as Commissioner Gordon. It was a nice, different take, well, I wouldn't say he was Commissioner Gordon. I probably think he was Lieutenant Gordon in this. But I liked the way he portrayed himself. He wasn't over brash. He felt like a guy who was so conflicted because he's trusting this guy in a mask that he really doesn't know anything about, and that he's trying to serve his department the best he knows how, and he's trying to destroy crime when it comes to Falcone. And speaking of that, John Turturro, again, great character actor. I mean, I've been watching him since the 80s. He's always knocked out great performances, and he's done it again in this one and everything. He really played that character well to the way it needed to be. Just a straight out evil prick. Again, if you're going to get Alfred more into the mix of these films, you got to get great acting, and they did that absolutely when it came to the guy who played Alfred, who's right now for some reason eluding my name, or eluding his name. I can't understand why I'm drawing blanks on his name. It'll come up to me. But again, more great actors. You playing the character of Alfred, and you got to flesh that character out, and you've got to deliver when it comes to that. When it comes to that character, I do think that because Alfred he wasn't as too important in the Batman Joel Schumacher films. More of a supporting character, but when it comes to the Dark Knight trilogy with Michael Caine as Alfred, and of course Jeremy Irons play it, and now you have Gollum playing Alfred. I do think that Andy Serkis, that's it is. Again, great performances when it comes to that character. I love the fact that these filmmakers have been keeping Alfred into the fold and really giving him great character depth. Well, folks, I'm going to go into the some things that'll probably be unpopular with it. I don't think Zoe Kravitz's a beautiful woman. Loved her father's music. I was had a big crush on her mother, Lisa Bonet. Of course, her stepdad is Aquaman, Jason Momoa. But she just wasn't... She didn't have any depth. Maybe if she's in the second film, there will be more added to her. But she was just there. And I found her parts boring. Which is sad, because she looked good in the Catwoman outfit. I'm not going to lie about that. Those who already know, the Joker's in it. Honestly, I think the Joker should be where he's at in Arkham Asylum and not in any more films. Let's leave it be. We don't need a Joker running around in Gotham. Make him the Hannibal Lecter of this film series, locked up and kind of manipulating things from behind bars and not out on the streets. Now, my biggest pet peeve is the Riddler. They could have used any character for this spot. Fans have been wanting a Riddler in a movie since Jim Carrey's Riddler, since 1995's Batman Forever. That's the last time the Riddler has been seen in the movies. But, folks, this is not the Riddler. I'm sorry. This could have been another Batman character that could have been given some time to shine. And the Riddler character could have been used for something else later on down the line. But and I can't remember the actor's name. I mean, it's not his fault, but he did kind of overperform this character. He overacted a little bit. And he also looked like a 12-year-old boy trapped in a man's body. It just didn't work. I know his likeness was inspired by the Zodiac Killer, and I understand it. I get what Matt Reeves was trying to do. I mean, he was given a dilemma. He probably wanted to use another villain, but the studio told him, no, it's got to be the Riddler. And he probably, abide, but he's going to say, well, I'm going to make it my way. And I understand his creativity. I'm not going to fault the guy for that. But I just couldn't get into this Riddler. And again, his performance it fell flat big time to me. I mean, and those are the running time. The running time really didn't bother me. I mean, I don't think a lot of filler. There was a lot of scenes that kind of filled in the gaps and everything to make this a 3-hour film. I don't think it should have been a 3-hour film. This film could have easily been tidied up under a 2-hour limit. But other than that, I mean, Matt Reeves really proved that, he could strip Batman down to the nitty-gritty. The Batmobile looked amazing. That scene with Batman chasing the Penguin, absolutely amazing. One of the few action scenes that were in here. And the climax of the film was pretty good, where Batman was, saving everybody in the stadium or arena. And then, of course, Batman finally realizes, at the end, he's not a vigilante. He's a guardian, and he's a protector. And, that was the beginning of that character's change and arc, in the character. So I'm interested in seeing what Robert Patterson did. As Bruce Wayne, he was he was an emo guy kind of moping around, which is understandable. It's a character development that I hope that we will see fulfilled within these next two films. But other than that, folks, that's my only pet peeve is those two things. Other than that, the film is, very good. Is it as great as Dark Knight? No, not by a long shot. Matt Reeves has got 2 more films to try to prove a lot of people, wrong on that issue. But this film is up there, I think, have to say, up there in the top 5 best Batman movies. So, but I hope he can knock that off there and, and give us more great films. So I'm going to give this about 3 out of 5 paws. That'll be my rating. It's not a bad film. The 3-hour film, didn't have to be 3 hours, but again, it didn't move too slow to be a 3-hour film. It actually moved pretty decent for a 3-hour film. All right, folks, don't forget, hit that like button. Tell me what's your thoughts on The Batman. Put it down on the comment section down below. Again, hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit the subscription button. Let's make the Movie Dawgs something special, folks. And also hit the notification for all future premiering videos on this channel. If you hadn't yet, also check out all the other videos on the Bat playlist and on here on the Movie Dawgs channel with all the countdown to the Batman. All right, folks. I want to thank my sponsor, Tattoo Tony at In the Flesh Tattoo. Hope you're doing better, man. I'm glad you're back on your feet. And again, folks, thanks for watching. Please keep on watching. And also watch the other Countdown to Batman videos at your convenience. All right, folks. This has been the Movie Dawgs Show. Thanks for watching, and keep on watching, folks. Bye.